What's up, guys? How's it going? So today is update day, and I am here to provide you with a updated update video from myself. So first things, as I didn't get to show in the last video because they hadn't done it yet, they've changed pillars to where they sit in the middle of blocks. However, that doesn't work with triangles very well because you really wouldn't be able to get around it. You can't at all place pillars. See, just no, not going to happen. Now, you say, well then great, triangle blocks are screwed. Well, actually not. They have the same stability as using a pillar. 95, 95, 90, 90, 86, 86, 81, 81. And I went all the way up here, way up here, and we're still getting about 20% stability. So you can still make a pretty decent tower using triangle blocks. So do not fret. The one thing pillars do is they seem to only be affecting floors. So as you can see, these floors are all at 100% for a couple stories, and then finally hit about 98 here. Where I didn't use the pillars, we're already seeing 60, 70%. So 76, 72, 69, 65. So that's where the pillars are going to count, is your floor stability, which should affect the walls, but as you can see, 86, 86, 81, 81. So that didn't really seem to mess with the walls. This could change between the next couple hours and the update, who knows, but that's kind of how it is right now. The other thing that is pretty awesome is we've added the high external gate, which is super cool. And we're going to go in here and compare sizes. So you can see wooden gate's pretty small compared to it, and the whole thing's just really epic looking. And you can stick a code lock on it. Code lock works. Gate animation there. Scrap metal on the outside, and we've got some armored plating on the inside, which is cool. And you've got the little looky hole, which I thought also was very, very cool. It runs 2,000 health versus the 2,000 health on this guy. Again, so they have the same health. This is going to be more resistant to damage than the wooden one is. I don't know if they're going to change the final health on this or not. The other thing here is code locks were bugged for the gates, and it looks like they still are. So not sure what's up with the wooden gate. Code lock does not show them both sides, and you cannot click on it at all. So you just can't put a code in. But hey, we've got these that work now, so works fine here. So, not too bad there. Next thing we're going to take a look at is they've once again changed the health of the doors. We're at 200 for wood, 250 for scrap again, and we're at 800 for armored. So they buffed armored, they put scrap metal back up 50 more. So, they keep flip-flopping on it. I'm not sure what they're going to change or keep it to eventually. As you can see right here, the high external gate takes wood right now, which is weird, so that's definitely not final. I'm thinking when they change that there, they may also change the health. At least I'm hoping. I mean, it's a burly looking gate. It would be a shame for it not to have more health. As you can see, the wooden doors have 300, and we've got 300 and 150, and then the armored door 400. 500, and still the 2 high quality. So that hasn't that is dropped from my last video, but hasn't changed for a little bit. So that's where we're standing on that one. When it comes to the turrets now, the turrets actually are a little bit more accurate. They are also they changed the rate of fire, screwed with them, balanced them a little bit, and as you can see, they have 150 more health than they used to. Next thing here is we've got the shelves. So the shelves are, they're okay. I mean, they work, but they only fit, like, aesthetically fit the large chest this way, and the small chests side by side, but you can configure it differently, of course. They used to clip through the ceiling, now they don't, so it's not obvious where they are anymore. You do want to be conscious of how far in you put it, because let's say you put this right up against your wall, and then you put a chest on it, well, the chest might clip through the other wall, so you want to be conscious about that. You can place a sign behind it, and you can place signs on it. Signs don't place on the floor, and they won't place on this bottom half here. They did change the shutters. You can no longer put a code lock on them, so they can always be opened and closed. And to put bars in, the bars have to be put in either first or put in while open. You can't put them when the shutters are closed, which also means you cannot place the bars on the embrasures at all. So, yeah. It just turns red. Not gonna let you. Same thing if you put shelving and boxes. So here's our same little like old shelving unit kind of thing we used to do. You cannot place the door. So door has to be first. Keep that in mind. That could change, but I doubt it will, because I believe it's also just with how the chests stick out. Things can't block a door. So you're gonna place that door first before you stick this stuff in there. Is what you want to do. When it comes to that, the AK has been fixed back to its old kickback. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of kick on it again. That got rid of the kind of OP, barely any kickback that we had going on. So that's pretty nice that they went ahead and fixed that. A few other things they have worked on. They've done some balancing for quite a few other things. Rad Towns now only spawn guns with very few amount of bullets in them, so you're not going to be able to just grab the gun and go kill someone. You're going to have to craft ammo. Also, the quality of guns in Rad Towns are actually going to be very low, so the gun could be almost broken. They've also changed researching. Instead of having a 30%... what was it? Oh, the chance of it happening got doubled, basically. So you have less of a chance of the weapon or whatever it may be that you're researching actually giving you a blueprint. However, quality of what you're researching counts a lot more. So if you have a completely repaired thing that's never been shot before, you're going to have a way better chance than you did before. But if it's damaged, you're going to have a far less chance of it happening. When it comes to procedural, nothing has really changed. I'm still really hoping they'll sneak in some Rad Towns at the end, because they have been doing work on them if you watch the Twitter. It's kind of weird that they'd be spending the update day working on them if they're not going to be put in, you know what I mean? I feel like they could be spending time tweaking other stuff, but hey, who knows? It might be another month, it might be a year, hey, things happen the way they do. They did add bridges back in. For some reason, though, this map doesn't have any bridges on it. I don't know why. We reset it 2 or 3 times. It might just be the seed, but bridges are back, so wherever a road crosses a river or a body of water, there's going to be a bridge. So it's kind of neat to have those back. They still seem to be a little bit glitchy from what I've seen. Sometimes the water clips over them, or they're crooked, or they clip into the terrain a little weirdly, but that's it's cool to see them back. It's another thing in the world that kind of gives it a little bit of flavor, a little bit of taste. But that's pretty much the big changes there. The other thing here is we now do actually have the proper meats drop from animals. So bears will drop bear meat. Bear meat can't be cooked, but you can just eat it raw, and it gives you a little bit of something, so I'm sure that will be fixed as well. It also doesn't really have its own icon. There is no deer meat or horse meat, so they both drop chicken. Wolves drop wolf, and piggies drop pork. So that's what we got going on there. So hey, it's a step forward. They're finally starting to figure out their confusion when it comes to animals. Everything is no longer a wolf, but some things are back to being chickens, like they were in Legacy. So that's always been a bit of a funny thing. But anyways, guys, that pretty much covers the extent of what we're getting. So we've got some new content, some big changes to building, with the fact that doors and window protection are now craftables instead of building wheel. We've got some balancing behind the scenes, once again, which of course is always something that will be tweaked. And we've got some changes to the early game with the rad towns and the way that stuff drops, which we just pretty much have to kind of see how they pan out. But once again, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and we will see you next time.